It started with these two dumbass genius boys at the top of their class. Of course, that don't mean much now, but 40 years ago, Waterfalls High was a good school in a good town. There weren't no losers standing around the halls, and nothing was broken, and there weren't no goddamn dimensional portals anyway. And these boys, let me tell you, these boys were super geniuses or something. I don't think the world's ever seen anything like them. Not only were they smart, they had character. Gave back to their town and then some. In fact, Waterfalls basically became utopia thanks to Kent Hangerman and Eli Bavarius. They were gonna do great things out in the real world. So naturally, they got successful real quick. Won every award and honor known to man, graduated from like a dozen top colleges at once or something crazy. Not that I ever had any use for college. Dad always told me real men don't make a living by hitting the books. So I made a real good, honest living by hitting other men in the head. But that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, somewhere along the way, this idea pops into one of their brilliant little bastard minds. What better way to help the world than by teaching people to help themselves? And that's what they did. They wrote a self-help book that changed the world. I'm telling you, this book was at the top of every bestsellers list on day one. And in no time, war and hunger dissipated. Religion started getting along, prison shut down, which coincidentally is how my brother got his new lease on life after landing himself in a clink by accidentally killing our dad during a family fistfight. Anyways, the point is, this book brought us a true blue golden age. Of course, shit hit the fan. The boys were set to begin this world tour. It was gonna be this huge event, like a visit from the Pope times a million. Tragically, on the first day of the tour, Eli suffered a terrible escalator accident. First of its kind. The poor son of a bitch was stuck in an airport falling down an up escalator for 3 days. Apparently other folks were too caught up reading his very own book to even bother noticing a guy ragdolling down an escalator. Now, I don't know what happened next exactly, but I do know that about a year later he came back good as new. And he and Kent began their next book as if nothing had happened. This book was something else, Daryl, let me tell you. What we thought was world peace was nothing compared to the utopia that had blossomed at the release of Interacting with Others. The thing is, everyone was all weird. My friends, strangers on the street, even my brother. It was like everybody was turned into brainless ants and began building this whole new tall blue creepy world that I wasn't invited to. Then one day the world woke up and it all just stopped. Society crumbled, stock markets crashed, war broke out internationally, the whole 9 yards. It didn't take long for the world to realize that it was all Kent and Eli's fault. The goddamn book had brainwashed everyone that read it, which was everyone. I think the only reason it didn't affect me was on account of all the concussions from my boxing career. But by the time the riots had ended and the world learned the truth, Eli and Kent were gone. The books were destroyed and... Hey, Daryl! Daryl! Hey! Have you heard a goddamn thing I've been telling you? Son of a bitch. Alright, we'll start over. Quit daydreaming and pay attention this time, for Christ's sakes. It all started 40 years ago.